Welcome to Weekly. This is how you access the new player health screen.
Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since '08, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 4 catches, 53 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's got Smith here. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Ryan. Check down to Breida. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, it's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Boswell's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is the team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The numbers for Mixon last week, the hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he gets it up past the 35.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
No gain that time. It leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Waiting on it will be Richie James. Taken in at the 22. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 33. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
The partner of this offense, 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Larry Ogunjobi, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think. Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too. From just shy of midfield, Burrow. Open man is Uzama. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Flush to his right. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives and end.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
There's Anthony Miller as they trot back out to go on offense. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. The Bills still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And that one is at halftime, as they've got the lead over the visiting Detroit Lions. Jamison Crowder.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Bengal offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 36, Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it. keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now...
yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Third and long, it's Ryan. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, nice move.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll... a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On the return, it's James. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they look... for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 29, Ryan. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Sam Hubbard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
On their side of midfield at the 47.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
Two yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
127 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Here's Mixon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
McPherson on for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. And
this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
and with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all. Game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The defense gets in the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 138 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we got no shot to beat this team.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Bengal defense now making their way back out onto the field. They are holding serve here at home. The fans were into this one. They did what they needed to do.
And right now I'm just cupping my hand to my ear and listening to the approval that they're getting from the home crowd right now.
That's actually true, by the way. He was physically cupping his hand.
Exactly. A job well done. Exactly what you want to accomplish, though. Let's face it, we talk to every coach in the league. We want to take care of our home games, establish home field superiority, win at home, and they're going to get that done.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, he'll get this into the hands of Breida. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. The Bengals getting set to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Burrow looking to pass. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.